is a little valley that I live in, which is off of another little valley, behind another little valley. Getting some beautiful weather. So I thought that we would go and explore around our little creek, look for cool little pieces of glass and details, and just kind of enjoy the beauty of the day. It is late summer, basically fall here in California, and where it's been 100 degrees lately today, it is not. It's a Saturday. I'm not sure exactly when you're going to be seeing this, but I had to work all week long. It was hot, and today was my day off, so I spent a lot of the day editing some stuff. And now, with the last few hours of light, we're going to go down to the local little creek now that it's completely dry, and see what shards and cool things we missed when we were there earlier and it was the wet season. So we'll be there in a second. This is the road to town. It takes me about 15 or 20 minutes to get to the nearest little town. If you look here at Cobb Mountain, which used to be forested in fir trees, you can see plumes of steam coming up there. So behind that mountain and to the side are the geysers and other attractions that some of you may have heard of. That is actually Cowpine, which is actually a geothermal power plant. So they've harvested steam and the heat from deep within the earth. You can see pipes as you drive up there that are covering the entire hillside, and they are harvesting that steam and they are using it to run turbines which produce electricity. I believe at one point they provided half of the electricity for San Francisco, and of course now San Francisco has gotten larger, so that number is not the same, but at one point that power plant there, which is one of the rare geothermal power plants in North America, was providing San Francisco with half of its energy. And you're looking at the heart of the Cobb volcanic zone, so Mount Canocti would be over beyond that ridge, and then you run into Mount St. Helena, which is obscured by this foothill here, and the geysers, and our Old Faithful geyser, which is less known than the Old Faithful geyser in Yellowstone. And this is one of California's #1, what they call an active and dangerous volcanic zone. So out of that area that you're looking at would be more chance for eruption and activity than any of the mountains around it for a long distance, out to Lassen or up to Shasta. Okay, we are making entrance into the creek. Really beautiful gravels. And yeah, the thing with bridges is that you don't want to disturb people's living quarters because they're dry shelter areas. So we're gonna wander on through here and then check the downstream area. There's a couple old house sites of houses that aren't here anymore, and snake zone too. They'll be sitting out on days like this trying to gather some sunshine. And spots where I think that the town just kind of threw their stuff in the creek, and everybody that lived along it always did. And so it's out here too. Guess we could bring the detector here at some point. Usually just surface hunting. Here's a nice piece of purple glass, kind of pink colored. We'll get on down away from the road here so we don't look too weird. But I do want to check this gravel bed, so I'm going to. This whole stretch now, very walkable. Middletown's right over there. And yeah, I wouldn't go super far down. It goes into people's ranches and stuff. That's usually where you would cut off out of politeness. But there are lots of different rocks and stuff. All of the landscape tuff and everything is here. But I have to stay focused unless I see an agate. And we're gonna look for all the little pieces of stuff. We're gonna do some mudlarking in Middletown. When we were here before, I couldn't even get down to these areas because they were covered in water and we had to skirt along stuff. So I'm gonna pick. Wow, we're definitely in beautiful rock zone. Look at the stripes in there. But we're not doing rocks today. I think we're just now getting on the edges of where stuff, a site got eroded away, or things were dumped. This must be the area where it was far enough out to do so. So we're looking for interesting shards, my favorite of which would be that uranium glass. But really anything cool. But I am trying to amass enough of that to do some cutting and some tumbling. A piece of blue. Ooh. Look at that. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Carry that with us. Oh, it's... Wow. There's lots of stuff. I think we'll slow down, Nate. But look. Don't know what that is. Flat piece of metal, beveled. Put that there. I was looking at that. Oh, it's a link. That's cool. Like out of a hand wrought. That is definitely handmade out of a chain, and the rest of it's gone. That's cool. Keeping that. But I was looking at this. It's the inside of a clock with all of its twistings and turnings. Often when we're metal detecting, we just find the individual pieces. But look at that. Okay, well, you guys can wait here for me on the way out. And that will be your little signpost. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's look real slowly in this area. It's not the tip of a sword, but it sure could be, huh? There seems to be a lot of stuff. What else do we see? Nails. Jar. Ooh, that would have had some sort of writing embossed on it. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? We manifested that. Look at that. That's literally what we came back here for. Look, that's where it's been laying. That, I'm 100% sure, is more of the uranium glass that we found downstream a month or two ago. Oh, man. And is that also? Oh, I think it is. That is crazy. That is crazy. We totally just manifested that 100%. That is what we came for. That's what I've been digging in dumps for. Oh, What? Okay. Crazy. I could have walked right by that so easily. But it shows that there's good quality stuff. There's that china plate. And it shows this is a good spread on this because, man, it goes downstream a long ways. Every time you find something, I think, what are the chances, you know? But then that's part of the reason why I started recording it. Now I feel like I have a lot of proof. Wow. Okay, so that's incredible. Every time I find something that I was looking for, it's incredible. Come on, what are the chances? We were just appreciating everything and we slowed down and there it was. Laying there, could have so easily missed that. Okay, well, I have my folded up plastic reusable bag in my pocket. So we're going to put these pieces in there and a couple of the others that we just found. And we're gonna just slowly work our way through here. That, I'll have to clean that up, but that's a little agate too. 100%. And it was underwater last time we were here, I'm just realizing that. Look at this landscape stone. That is beautiful. Crazy. I look up here and all these layers, sometimes there's bottles and stuff sticking out of that. Little bullet shells from who knows when, pieces of metal. Let's see. Yep, just kind of going over and over it. I stared at the sun and made myself kind of blind though, so I have these little floating green spots. So I just keep thinking I see really cool things, but really it's just the spots moving around. Isn't that lovely? Fine metal details. Some 50s electronics parts. Okay, we keep it moving. Keep it moving. Every time these gravels stir, it stirs up different stuff. Piece of plateware. Some pretty thick glass. And a whipper stirrer, perhaps, a whisk. Lots of stuff. Wow, that was a chunk of blue. Oh, look at the thickness of it and the unevenness of it. Oh, and the purple. Wow. I literally just gasped and made more of a reaction than I did when I first found my gold coin. I literally was like, oh, I can't even redo it. Is this was somebody that literally So the backstory is that there isn't that much stuff in this bed, and I come here, it's just, you know, it's by my gas station and my store, so I come here and I look a couple times a year, because that's what you do if you're a treasure hunter, you know, and that's all I'm doing. And my favorite thing to find this year has been the uranium salted glass. That's how they got the colors, and they used radioactive stuff. And so this year, as I go look in bottle dumps, I'm like, wow, if I could find a piece of that each time, that would be awesome. It's like the not being skunked or finding something that you really wanted. I think that somebody here had a collection of freaking uranium glass that they literally threw in there. This town is burnt to the ground 3 times. Once while I was here, we lost 600 structures. We were the worst until Paradise, and now until Maui. So as far as recent US soil is what this town has gone through. So every building there's been a lot of fires and a lot of stuff pushed into the creeks. So, and in the day, it's also an old town, and back in the day people put their stuff in the creeks. I can't believe that. I'm almost 100% sure that that is a beautiful piece of uranium glass. It's got fresh breaks on there. So I'm looking for any of the other pieces. I want to craft some of these into other things. I want to make jewelry out of it, so a piece of stock like that that's round or beautiful already. So yeah, crazy. So I'm going to look around and look for any more pieces, because we found the other pieces right over there. The other one's way back there. And none of these are the same piece of stuff. So I'll let you know. That's what we're doing, basically. Sorry to babble so much, but like, wow, okay. I can't believe I walked by that last time. It's ridiculous. I think we have to bring home this type of stuff too, because some of it turns orange. See? When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. All sorts of debris here, right down current from where we just found that second piece of uranium glass. So we have to really look through all these bushes for anything that we've missed. Oh, look at the color of that. Wow. This creek has some color to it for sure. Don't believe that's uranium, but these are just the scraps. Beautiful stuff. Very cracked piece of plating there. That's Middletown history. They have an awesome museum here, very awesome museum for how small it is. And if you're ever in the area and you're here on a day when it's open, because it's small, I suggest stopping by. Let's eat. 1, You don't have to watch me count berries and eat them, but you can. If you want. That is a brick. You might have already known that. We'll take that and check it. It looks different, but you never know. Whew. Don't go running through here barefoot in the middle of the night. It's not advisable. Okay, let's set this down here. Bottom of a cigarette tin. I think these are from us last time. That can go in the bag. I think I did that. I think I'm going to tiptoe through these areas and look for rattlesnakes. You're invited. I got stung by a scorpion at work. First scorpion bite that I'm aware of. Crawled up my pant leg and bit me on my thigh, and I squished it and pulled it out of my pants. It was a little guy. And then the day after, I hit a yellow jacket nest, a hornet nest. Wow. And got stung 7 times, once on the back, once in the legs. Wow. Look at these thunderclouds out by Canocti, the volcano, and its lake. It's 2.5 million year old lake. At its base, make its own weather. Wow. Cloud kingdoms. There's another one back here too. Look at that cloud castle. Ridiculous. You could live up there, for sure. The lighting on that is insane. As is that. Well, we are not hunting very many things right now, but okay, one more. Look at that. Okay. On with the hunt. This little piece had bevel to it. We stood and looked at the sunset for so long. Look at the purple of that. Oh. It had something on it. That we are running out of light is what's happening to us. More purple. Merple. 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 We have Merple. And Chert back weaseling through the bushes because they tend to catch and hold things in bigger chunks. Let's see. Glass winking up at us though. Just more pieces of stuff. I think that's an old soap dish. Might be getting up to the next back of a farm or dump area, or just spot where it was low pressure and things rained out of the current again. Keep our eyes open. This was a something. Looks like there was a whole lot more to it at one point. Not sure. And looking for the edges of silver coins sticking out of stuff too. You never know. Look how thick that piece of glass is. Crazy. Thick bottom of something old. Look at the blue of that. The aqua. Oh, that would have been pretty. Would have been pretty. Looks like it had a lot of shape to it. Don't think that is, but we'll go ahead and bring it just in case. I'm not wearing the right shoes for this, so I am full of stickers. Hey, that's a little bag of goodness. I think this adventure might be coming to its end here. We still have to walk back through all this craziness. I guess let's go downstream a little bit and see. I can't quite remember what watery obstruction or bushes stopped us last time, so we might as well walk it to the end. If any lions jump out, we got a bag of sharp glass, so I remember going through all this pretty good. You see all of our little piles. And this was underwater. It's not no more. Put that in the bag. And I guess look for other glass pieces in this as we go, even though the light is fading. But sure would not mind a little more green. Yeah, this was all underwater. Okay, I'll let you know. This says something on it. Sparkling. We're just gonna grab that for now. Right here. And we're still just walking along on what was essentially the bottom, looking for shape more than color. I'll let you know. There's a thick piece of blue. See if we're going to keep it in the long run, but we can rescue it out of here and pass it along to another artisan or something, if nothing else. This is where we're cut off last time. I see the wagon wheel still laying here. I wonder if we'll hike that out. Toilet parts that were underwater. That's scary. Sticking straight up. Nobody swims here, so it's okay. Yeah, we came by here. I believe this is a pile of my stuff that we left. So I think that was what we could get to the edge of, was right there. So I think this is unpicked. And there's a big old piece of blue laying here. It was melted, but look at that. Beautiful. So who knows? Who knows? We're running out of light. This is just what's churned to the surface. Whenever you see me hunting for anything in a river, you know it's just what's on the surface. That season. More blue. Okay, well let's look for big chunks of green laying on the surface. Besides the bowenite. Yeah, ridiculous. And all the trees hold their piles also. Mirrors. Looks like it came off a chest or something. Rushing a little bit because we are getting late into the after sunset hour. Look right by that is that. Okay, let's leave this here and let the anticipation build. We're gonna walk back. We're gonna look at this and this. We're gonna get the bag, which is right here. I don't know why we have to get the bag first. I just feel like if we keep finding that many finds, we're not going back for it. I'm going to end up with armloads of stuff. Are you ready to see if this is a whole bottle? Where'd it go? No, I'm just kidding. Let's put these in the bag. Oh, don't you love anticipation? It's awesome. Good stuff. Oh, it's a screw top. But it's got cool shape to it. It says something on it. It says Raleigh's. We'll have to look that up and see what age it is. But it's a screw top. And that might be like a 60s whiskey. But it's got really beautiful shape and it looks real uneven and stuff. So, it's a whole bottle. It has other words on it too. Oh, battery sign. That means the battery's gonna die and I'm gonna find killer stuff here. Gosh. Distributor. This looks like one of the lowest vertebrae out of a deer. Getting into a different color shrapnel field here. Went for a ways and there was no debris, so this might be a completely separate back of a ranch type of dump thing going on. But yeah, a couple shards, so I got excited. That might be it. I'll let you know. Purple, blue. There's a nice bottom. That is beautiful violet. Look at that. Yep. Yep. Okay, I am going to go ahead and bring this one home even though we are not rockhounding, but look at the fineness of the lines in there, the sharpness of the image. Wow. You see the fine lines that are actually in that? That one has good shape too. You can almost just slice the surfaces barely or just sand them down. But that's not the most exciting part because we have walked a quarter mile now and look what I just spotted. Walking the bottom of this whole thing, just hoping for any pretty little shard of glass, and there's not much of anything at all, but definitely just stuff that we're looking for came all the way down to here. This is another piece of uranium glass. And that's more stock for our crafting. Free stock. You can look for this stuff in junk stores too. People miss it all the time. Walk over to the glass section and look for your uranium glass. That is another piece of one of those dishes. So literally, it's all in here, but you know, other pieces of it could be 3 feet down, locked in the cobble. So, lucky for what we're finding. Very, very lucky. Collecting all the little green pieces just in case. Pretty sure these are just regular bottoms, but we can check them out. All kinds of cool little pieces of glass right here. Yeah, it is getting dark. Okay, we'll do. Wow, I stopped for the rocks, but look, a little blue tip of a insulator. We'll take that because we're collecting pretty glass today. Sometimes we go by whole dumps of insulators and don't collect them, and sometimes you do. But look at that. Look at that. You see that landscape with the dark line all the way around the bottom, and then the crazy swirl in the sky. And let's just take just the face off of there so it's flat. Try and keep that swirly in there. And then just a little ways away, this is some of that darker, naturally blue Petroidal druzy chalcedony running through here. Pretty pretty. Okay, so now our hands are super full. May have been another hunter here since my last video too. Ooh, bubble in the glass. Which just goes to show, you know, we can all come and look and miss some stuff. So, you know, there's always stuff that one person misses or didn't like that the other person will. And that's half the fun of sharing the locations and yeah, building the excitement for everybody, hopefully. It is an obtainable thing to be able to do. Look at that piece of copper or brass. I think we'll keep that just because. Okay. Yep, it's getting to that, would you blame the mountain lion for jumping out and kicking me out of his creek hour, you know? It's like, really? What are you even doing out here anymore? Be like, I'm sorry. Plus, I'd like to get a visual and see how close we are to any other properties that we might have wandered down to. Let's go a little bit farther through the openings here. Looking for big stuff. Not like big mountain lions and stuff. Oh, there's jackrabbits running away. It's always a good sign. And keep the crickets in your ears. Was it a hound that piled it or the current? Not sure. Oh, look at all these beautiful rocks. Cool pieces of metal, big pieces of metal. More bricks. Grates. I just see big flat objects. I want to see if they're ceramic or not. I think people have been driving through here. So I think we're still all good. Nice piece of blue. Yep, and goes and goes. So, for now, we'll draw ourselves a line in the sand that may or may not be here next time, but at least I'll know. I hope that you're having some fun looking around with me at all of this. I wonder if we're going to get our first rain of the season. After a long, hot, dry summer, we do 3 months of actual dry. Okay, so let's go back and look at these real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, we are going to pull one bottle out of the bank just to check it. I usually don't erode away any banks, but I'm curious. Curiosity killed the cat. So that is some sort of food jar. I see other food jars and stuff. Huh. No words on it. I think we're gonna leave that one there because we have mountains of food jars. I wanted to make sure I wasn't seeing a big copper cent here. Nope. But I do see a layer of stuff. It would be good to detect here in case the little things are stuck in the cobbles. But we are all out of light, so we're out of here. So that was a little exploration downstream. I'll see you back at the tabletop to see what we found. Good night, Middletown. Okay, so here is everything all cleaned up. Just wanted to show you that. I wanted to show you the results. Let's look at some of this uranium glass under a light. We figured out that that's not, and that's not, and that's not, although they're beautiful greens. That's not, and that's not. These are. And got some beautiful cobalt. This crazy thing that says SS Young Dry Sparkling. And when you put a light behind that, you cannot get light to pass through. It is some sort of dark green that is darker and more opaque than a wine bottle or anything that I've ever seen. It's the darkest bottle I've ever seen. So that has to have some age to it. Yeah, Raleigh's. Raleigh's trademark. And clock parts. Look at this. Blue. It's thick on one side, thinner on the other. Just cleaned up. Beautiful. The light coming through there. Okay, let's look at this uranium glass. I guess first I can show you that these others do not glow. Well, they glow, but they do not fluoresce. See just a blue light going into them. Here's the other greens. Oh, stay in focus. Alright, so let's go in the darker room real quick. Okay, you with me? Oh, I'll break some stuff in the dark. Yeah, look at that pile of uranium glass. Feel rich with it. For creek diving, that's pretty good luck. Look at the right? The shape, this one's frosty. I don't think we've gotten a frosty before. Down here, here's these pieces. Just one piece if that's what you're looking for and you're looking in a creek. What are the chances of finding finding that. Look. Ugh. So much. This is crazy. I think it's super fun. Remember, I was born in 1977, so like it glows in the dark, man. That is crazy. Yeah. I just think that's beautiful. And then this one. Oof. That is a thick piece. These are all separate dishes too when you look at how they're made and the components of them. So, just awesome. Awesome, look at that. It's never as beautiful as in person. It literally looks like the Northern Lights. It is beautiful, beautiful hologram. So yeah, I think that was a successful little adventure. I want to thank everybody for coming with me on this. Sometimes we ignore the obvious because we just want to go and look in far out places for far out things. And I tell you what, this proves again, sometimes it just ends up by chance being easier right in your own backyard. The things that you went out looking for so many places were just laying there waiting for you. Let it be a lesson. Okay, thank you all again for coming with me and for sticking with me to this point in the video. I'm going to let you go on with your lives. Hopefully you're all doing okay out there, and I will see you soon doing something else like this. Please take care of yourselves. If you get the chance, take care of somebody else.